Hello and welcome back to Second Take Movies podcast, where we give movies a second look, second chance, second take, if you will. I'm your host, Preston Jenkinson, and joining me as always is my co-host, Jake Twito.
Preston, what's up?
How we doing?
You know what? I'll tell you how I'm doing.
What in the world is that?
Cranberry juice. I'm on my period. Sorry.
Wonderful reference to Inception. Not Inception. Jesus. The Departed.
That's where it's from. I was sitting here like, crap, I know that's from a movie. But
it's at least Leo DiCaprio. I got that much.
Man, that movie rules, dude.
It's so good.
God, it's so good.
This movie, The Losers, it's pretty fun.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty good check out and watch. It's stupid in a good way.
Yeah. Like we were talking about, I kind of forgot half of it, but we'll soldier on through this episode as far as and see how far we get. The positive review, well, actually, the story. We start out with the story. Look at me jumping ahead.
You son of a gun.
I
You
know
son
it.
of a gun.
You'd think I know by now. A CIA Special Forces team is betrayed and left for dead by their superiors, galvanizing them to mount an offensive on the CIA.
See, the story of this movie is so stupid.
It is. It's kind of dumb.
I forgot that's how this was and was like, that's right.
It's the A-Team.
N4.
It's the A-Team, but better.
It is. You're right. It is the A-Team. No Mohawks, though.
Mohawks. No Mr. T and a Mohawk. Our positive review comes from our good friend Roger Ebert at the Chicago Sun-Times. The movie gets the job done, and the actors show a lot of confidence in occupying the tricky middle ground between controlled satire and comic overkill. It's fun.
Yeah, that's good. It's fun. I mean, like, I'm probably going to say that a million times. This movie, that's fun.
You don't need to think about it.
No, just sit back.
Mm-hmm. However, our negative review from Rex Reed at The Observer. Staying awake during this ordeal of incompetent, incomprehensible stupidity is not difficult. It's so noisy that you can hear it in the next town. Staying interested is something else entirely.
I also can agree with that completely because there are moments of this movie where I'm just waiting for the next scene.
Yeah. It's like real paint by numbers.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. And maybe, I mean, at the time, maybe it wasn't as much like that. But nowadays, I mean, this is like everything's got this, I don't know. I also thought Jeffrey Dean Morgan did this before The Watchmen, but he didn't.
No, this was right. Well, what year did this come out?
2010.
Well, then he did Watchmen before this.
Yeah. Watchmen was his first big break. Had no idea.
Really?
Yeah. He's nothing in but like single episode TV appearances before them.
Wow.
And he was in Fred Claus. He's the older man getting a parking ticket.
It's sad.
Because he probably was getting a parking ticket where they were filming and had to credit him, but
Fred Claus.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sorry. I know this isn't Idris Elba's first.
Oh no. But this
one.
cast is like mostly filled with people that went on to do like wild stuff. You've got your Chris Evans, you got your Idris Elba, your Zoe Saldana. I think that's it for like really famous people.
I feel like Columbus Short did something else pretty good too, though. Oh yeah, he did. It was before this. It was Stomp the Yard.
Oh,
sorry. Terrible.
Probably not the best example.
No. And same thing with the guy that's Cougar. I feel like this is probably his only.
Probably.
No, he's in Pirates. He was in the Pirates movies too.
Well, I mean, everybody was in Pirates.
Yeah. Hey, you know who else was in the Pirates movie? Depth Watch. On this episode of Depth Watch, Amber Heard still sucks. Back to you, Preston.
I think Depth Watch is dead for like a year now.
Nah, it's always got to keep your eyes open, Preston. I'm always on the Depth Watch.
He premiered some movie at Tribeca recently.
I think he was.
Or no, that was
plastered
Con.
drunk too.
Probably. I mean, who isn't drunk at a film festival? You know.
True.
One day I'd like to go to one, but
it'll happen
maybe.
when we make our movie. The story of second take movies.
This movie starts with introducing our cast of characters in this special ops group. You've got your leader and Jeffrey Dean Morgan. I can't remember any of the characters' names.
Clay.
Clay,
Test me, because I had to write it down halfway through in my notes because I was like, I'm so lost.
He's the colonel, leader, lieutenant. I don't know what his rank is, but he's the leader. Chris Evans is your tech guy for some reason. He's a real buff, skinny nerd.
I absolutely felt so empowered during this when my Logan went, God, he looks terrible. He's so ugly. And I was like, yeah, awesome. Yeah, Chris Evans is ugly? Great. She's like, yeah, look at his stupid facial hair. It's stupid.
It was very early 2000s, man.
Yeah, but if he shaved that thing, you'd be like, yeah, he's great.
That and frosted tips. He had frosted tips, too.
Oh, that's frosted tips. Idris Elba's Roke.
Yeah.
And then the two other guys.
You
I feel
had
terrible saying that, but
the sniper and the pilot.
The pilot.
So it's the A-Team. It
really is the A-Team. You're dead on. I didn't even do the comparison.
More murderous A-Team. Which the A-Team movie came out around the same time as this movie.
That's what I was about to say. I feel like they're not that far apart, which... Yeah. You ever watch that movie?
Yeah.
Do you like it? Yeah. I don't hate it. It's just not good.
Yeah.
I can watch it, I guess, if it's on. But
so they're doing
they're like busting a drug lord, right?
Yeah, they're doing like Overwatch over this drug lord's house, and they're putting a laser sight on it for the government to bomb it out. But then they see this truckload of children go in there, and then they try to call it off, and then somebody on the other end says, "No, we're not doing that."
And they save those kids, put them in a helicopter, and they blow them suckers up.
Yeah, like they did. Apparently, they didn't want witnesses or whatever. So what's the bad guy's name?
Max.
He's such a Bond villain.
A joke of one though.
Yeah,
I mean it's the biggest like mocking thing.
Like there's a moment where he's on the beach talking to somebody and he has a woman holding a umbrella for him, and she like stumbles just a little bit, and then like he just pulls out a gun and shoots her straight in the face.
I mean, like that. This is it's a fun movie. It's not serious, but that guy, holy cow, he doesn't take it serious.
He played it pretty great. Like
yeah, it's a different movie. That guy's in a totally different movie than the rest of this, I think.
So our heroes throw their dog tags into the fire of the helicopter to make whoever think that they're dead.
They realize they were supposed to be on that helicopter, not the kids. So they aim to kill them. So knock yourself out. Now we're gone.
Yeah. So we flash forward and
4 months.
Yeah, and they're in Mexico,
Bolivia
at a cockfight.
Sorry, I don't know why.
And for some reason, the CIA is moving something. I can't remember what is it, like a bomb or something?
Yes, I think that's right.
Yeah, and so they plan this heist to steal this van to like I guess clear their names.
So they want to know who Max is because he's this behind the scenes guy. So they're doing anything they can to kill Max.
Okay.
Or get stuff on him. Aisha, Zoe Saldana, I think it's Aisha. She finds Clay.
Yes, she
seduces
him in Bolivia.
She wants to kill him.
Yeah.
what's her deal? I can't remember. Like, is she CIA? Like, do they even explain that?
Not really. I think she's like an independent contractor, maybe. Seems like.
Well, she can get them back into the States.
Yeah.
So they all get in a coffin and go.
The heist is in Miami. That's where it's in.
Yeah.
That's where it is.
Yeah.
And I still can't remember what they take a truck.
They're supposed to be. I think they've been told Max is there in the truck.
But that's what it is.
But what it is the hard drive's on there.
Yes.
That she knows, so that's the whole like, oh, she's not telling us everything. Don't trust her because she's a hoe. Turns out Idris Elba's the hoe.
That's true. Well, actually, no, it's Jeffrey D. Morgan's the hoe.
Oh yeah, he got it. He took it.
Yeah. So they interrupt this convoy, and they set off these explosions, and then they bring the guy in the helicopter in with a huge magnet, and lift this truck to a separate location.
Eat your heart out, Fast and Furious 5. You losers.
This movie walked so Fast and Furious 9 could have all those magnets in that movie.
Yeah. Yeah. Eat that, Vin Diesel.
Where
Eat
the whole
that. What is Vin Diesel's real name? I sent it to you, and I have to remember it again.
You told me about it either last week or the week before. It's like Michael St. Clair or some garbage like that.
Mark Sinclair. Eat Mark Sinclair. From California, you fool. I don't know why, but all right.
He's like a billionaire
Diesel, I know
now.
you listen to this. I'm coming for you, Mark Sinclair, you little short boy.
Honestly, it wouldn't shock me if he did. He's so weird.
Yeah, come and find me, Mark Sinclair, short boy.
I'll take a part in Fast and Furious 12. I don't care.
Yeah, I'll do it in a heartbeat, man.
Yeah.
Y'all can push me off a cliff. Dude, okay. Let me just go ahead. I know I'm derailing us like crazy.
That's fine.
Here's what they need to do. They've gone to space.
Yep.
They've done all this stuff. Have you ever watched the movie Maximum Overdrive?
No.
So it's a Stephen King movie.
Okay. Where the truck comes to life.
That's what the next one needs to be. The family versus their cars. The cars come alive. They're the villain.
So it's a prequel to Cars.
Tell me it doesn't work, man. That's what all Fast and Furious is. Everything becomes cars. Freaking, what is his name? Lightning McPhee?
Yeah.
That's not it.
Lightning McQueen.
Lightning McQueen.
That would be hilarious if they did have, like, I guarantee you they're not far off from, like, a Knight Rider situation with that series.
If Vin Diesel legit did that, made a joke of it all in the end.
Yeah.
What a legend. He's not going to, but
no, he takes it way too serious.
Yeah, well, so does Dwayne The Rock Johnson, since he needs a paycheck now.
Everybody else around him is having fun, and he's treating it like it's the fucking Godfather or something.
Yeah, but in this bullcrap, they pull that sucker, Fast and Furious style.
Yeah, they take it to a warehouse, or an empty place. I don't know. It's somewhere. They fill it with gasoline because there's a SWAT team inside. Then they let him out and say, "Hey, you can't shoot us. You covered in gas." I was like, would that work? I don't know. Maybe.
I don't think so. I think
you don't want to risk it, at least. Yeah. And I can't remember what happens after that.
They open up the safe and it's just a hard drive.
Oh, okay, yeah.
To which they figure out his secrets, and they figure out to get to that, they need to break into this company that he has that has the secret algorithm.
That's right.
The whole thing they're trying to. I guess we've been seeing it. He's buying a bomb.
Yes.
Max.
Because
Max has the side story is the villain's buying a bomb.
He has another ulterior motive, like to make money somehow, I think.
Yeah.
With this bomb, like he's gonna set it off somewhere and I guess short the stock or something. I don't know.
So stupid.
It's silly.
Yeah, but then you get the great scene of.
Oh, it's my favorite scene in the movie.
Oh yeah, but you know what? I watched the trailer. I was like, Logan, you want to watch this? I'll show you the trailer. Dude, the trailer ruins this whole movie. Every good part's in the trailer. I think trailers have gotten a little bit better about that, but
trailers were they showed you the entire movie back then. Nowadays they've gotten better. It was like not to show you everything. Because even in like 97 with Terminator 2, the twist that the Terminator is coming back to save John Connor is ruined in the trailer.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. Just not good.
No.
But yeah, that whole scene though is just fun. I mean, it's
Chris Evans
is great. I mean, like perfect.
Walks in there and gets the elevator by himself. Takes his
Dongs
pants
out,
off,
dude.
and then
Dongs out.
We were on the tail end of that kind of humor. Because, like, no woman in there is like, oh, my God, sex pest.
Yeah, nowadays, you get canceled for that, buddy.
You just got your dick out in the elevator. Like, a bunch of women aren't going to be like, ooh, look at that. Like, no.
Preston, you ever pulled your dick out in an elevator?
No.
You haven't lived, buddy. I saw this movie and went to my first elevator and was just swinging cane the whole time. But
swinging cane.
That's not a saying, but now it is.
He gets some information off of Max's computer, and gets stopped by some guards on his way back to the elevator. And
you know what? I'm going to give some points to this movie because someone originally I was like, I'm watching this movie. Not someone I work with. So if anyone's listening, it's none of you fools. But they're like, yeah, but you know what? That whole scene where he sneaks into the CEO's office is so unbelievable. There's no way like an assistant would just let you in and do that. And I said, dude, are you kidding me? The number of times I've done that.
All you got to say is, dude, you just say IT and people let you in anywhere.
I was like, dude, that's spot on right away. All you have to do is have a cord in your hand.
You know how many times I do? You know how many times I do that at work?
It's great. You know, never mind. I'm going to incriminate myself. Yeah. So you get stopped by guards. That's the best. Just Clint Eastwood finger guns.
We have our sniper over there, and he's pointing out. He's like got his finger guns out, and he just, and then the sniper takes that one out, and then that one out, and it's the best part of the movie. That's why they put it in the trailer.
I saw this movie in theaters the first time.
Mm-hmm.
There was a guy that was he was definitely high because he tried to smoke during the movie.
Oh yeah,
it was definitely not cigarettes. It could have been drunk too. And he goes, they hadn't done the reel back where it's the sniper. He just saw him shoot, and the guy, he goes, I didn't know it was this kind of movie. Woo! And then, you know, the realization of it's a sniper, he goes, oh, this movie sucks. And he got up and left.
Last time I went to the theater, there was a guy that had a cockatoo on his shoulder.
What?
A parrot.
Just like a emotional support animal, or just?
I guess. Nobody said nothing to him in the lobby. He just walked in with the parrot. No, it sat there. I thought about leaving because I was like, I'm not.
You should be really proud of me for not making a joke about like, oh, did that guy go up an elevator with Chris Evans and get a cockatoo on him too? Oh.
Well, I went and saw the new Transformers movie, and somebody brought a baby.
You know, man, I don't have a lot of compassion for people that bring babies to movies. I know, like, you got to get out.
It's loud.
But, dude, you're asking that baby to get ticked, man.
It's loud. It's giant robots fighting each other. It's loud.
I mean, yeah, no sense.
Yeah,
no sense.
Like it would cry because its little ears are getting bombarded with sound, and they would take it and, you know, oh, it's okay, off to the side, and then try to come back, and it's crying. Don't bring a baby to the movie theater.
Yeah, I'm gonna elbow drop a baby the next time.
Anyway,
the best thing. So he escapes with the drive. They get it opened up. This is how big of a nerd I am, and I did look this up to confirm it. So
okay.
They get to Max's hard drive. Jensen pulls it up. The code that comes up on screen is like legitimate source code for a web page of a trial version of MathCore. It's a programming tool for making mathematical functions. Mm-hmm. And I was like, that's the weirdest. I'm guessing they Google search or they searched and just found, give us computer code.
They found like a
But
simple computer code and just put it on.
yeah, but I was like, oh, that's real. That's a real thing. All right, my nerd rant over.
Yeah.
So they found out that there was a 400 million transfer, and he received it for selling snooks, sonic nukes, which are eco-friendly bombs. Preston, this climate control situation we got going on here. When are we going to have those eco-friendly bombs? That's all I'm worried about right now. I
don't know of any bomb that would be eco-friendly. Like, that isn't the purpose of a bomb to destroy.
Yeah, but as long as you're not hurting the environment.
Yeah. He arrests some Indian guy because it was in a container. Because he makes fun of the accent.
He pretty much holds him kidnapped because he's the guy that's making the bomb for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he tells him, like, I'm not going to pay you, and I'm taking this.
Yeah.
And they trace the money flow to the port of entry of L.A.
And I don't 100% remember why he wants this bomb and why he wants to set it off.
Nope, I don't have it in here.
Okay. He has a bomb and he wants to explode it. Who knows why? He's evil.
Yeah, he wants to kill babies that go to movies.
But this all leads out to a pretty great shootout in the cargo in the port of L.A. is where this all takes place.
But before that, they keep reading the drive. Jensen finds out the Bolivia was a cover so Max could kill the drug lord who figured out what he was going to do.
That's right. Because the
drug man's daughter who's seeking revenge.
Because Jeffrey Dean Morgan has a standoff with the drug lord who has a kid, and he's like, "Did Max send you?" And he's like, "He's gonna kill you too. I hope you know that." And
yeah,
I remember
so
that.
she gets separated from because she shoots Chris Evans. They decide they're going to go right away, right in to go get Max. But then that's when Idris Elba betrays him and feeds him over to Max. I forgot about that part. I was kind of bummed because Idris Elba rules. So as soon as that happens, I was like, okay.
Driss, what are we doing, man? Why we do that?
What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
Had he been on a couple of episodes of The Office at this point? I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think he had done Rock and Rolla, maybe.
Okay. Because that's legitimately the first thing I remember Idris Elba in was The Office.
Let's see here. Thor was after this for sure. Yeah, he'd done 7 episodes the year before.
Okay.
And he'd done Rock and Rolla in 2008.
Yeah.
And then 28 weeks later was the other thing I can remember.
Because I remember after
The Wire. I forgot that he's like a lead.
Yeah, he's in The Wire. Yeah.
Never watched that show, and I should.
I'm gonna go through HBO and like watch all those classic shows I didn't get to watch.
You've watched Sopranos, right?
I have not. No.
Yeah,
I'm excited to watch it.
A lot of episodes, but dang, dude, that's good TV. But I'm going to tell you right now, something you got to pay attention for. The first or two, maybe the first season only, could be the second. Listen to the sound effects.
Okay.
I won't say not a lot of money at the time, right?
Yeah.
So they use like stock audio sound effects, and there's just random farts in the show.
Really?
Yeah, and it's not for funny. It's just like it's odd, but it's great. So
okay,
movies. The whole show's great. Sorry,
yeah,
just a random side fact for you.
Yeah, but we close out this movie. They crash the plane that Idris Elba tried to escape on. They don't kill Max. He gets away on a bus.
Yeah, but they know who he looks like now. So.
Yeah. So, and I think they were trying to set up a sequel, but
yeah, I don't know why they didn't do one. Well,
it didn't make money.
It made $4 million.
Yeah.
Not enough to do.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fun. It's a good time.
I didn't realize Peter Berg did the screenplay.
He was a writer on this.
I didn't realize he was a writer, even. Mm-hmm. I thought the dude was just an actor.
He's a director, too.
Yeah, my eyes are blown. My brain is blown for that.
He directed Battleship.
Yeah. Okay.
He
And
did.
Cops, too.
He directed Friday Night Lights, the movie.
Yeah.
He created the TV show Friday Night Lights.
Yeah. He also did Ballers.
Oh yeah,
Ballers. And I think he did a lot of episodes of Entourage.
He's done a lot of work with The Rock, I think.
Unfortunate.
Which, that's a steady paycheck. You attach yourself to The Rock. I mean,
yeah. I mean, that's
the guy that did the Tower movie where The Rock has a one leg.
Skyscraper.
He directed Black Adam. So.
Oh, well. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So it's kind of a short one this week, but.
I mean, there's not much
happens in that
like
movie.
A 6, 8.
It's about a 7 for me.
Yeah, it's not bad. I'm not going to seek out watching this again. I mean, if
it doesn't 100% hold your interest, but you can throw it on in the background and kind of keep up.
I think at the time it was a lot better, but now there are better things.
Sensibilities change. Our taste for action. Speaking of great action, well, we'll get into it with what we've been watching, but we'll actually move into that now. Extraction 2.
Do I have to watch the first one?
It kind of does, like, it picks up right after the first one, so kind of,
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to watch it. I was going to start watching it, and I was like, shoot, I don't have time to watch the first one and this, so...
There's like a 20 or 30-minute long take through a prison and then onto a train.
I've heard that that's wild.
It is. And it's all like... I mean, they had the cuts, creatively, because it's not all one take.
It's air quote one take.
Where they place the camera and how they get it, it'll make you wonder, like, how did they get the camera there?
Yeah, I need to watch it. That's like 1917.
You get a director that's a former stuntman and is crazy enough to put his body on the line with a camera.
Yeah.
It's real simple stories. It's nothing.
I had a joke that I just decided not to do. So
good
my
for
filter
you.
is working now. Yeah.
Look at you.
Yeah, I need to watch that.
Yeah, trying to think. Oh yeah, I tried to play Payday 2. That's terrible.
Man, that sucks. Told me no controller support.
It makes no. I didn't understand what. Because it's one of those games that's had it's been out almost 10 years.
Yeah, right around there.
And there's been hundreds of updates, and the map makes no sense. There's no instructions. It doesn't give you a tutorial. I was like, what is this? I just went through a level constantly shooting people, and I was like, what is the objective here?
Get a payday, boy.
Yeah. I Prey on Amazon Gaming is free.
I played that before. A long time
ago. Where you have a little glue gun and there's black aliens and...
Yeah.
Well, black goo aliens. Let me preface
correct that, please.
Yes.
Thank you. God.
But you have a glue gun that... It's made by Bethesda.
Yeah. So I was trying to remember who made it. You're right. It's Bethesda.
Yeah. I'm finishing up a book called Prince of Thieves. I probably mentioned this last week. That the town is based off of.
Yeah. Yeah, which I didn't realize the town was based off it. So you said that, and I was like, oh, shoot. All right.
Yeah. It's pretty good. Adds a little bit more to the characters than the movie does, but
that's what I'm going to ask is how different is it from the movie?
I mean, it follows the same beats, but she dates the FBI agent and the criminal in the book.
Okay.
So there's that kind of tension and fleshes out more of the side characters. And it's not just Jeremy Renner and Ben Affleck yelling at each other.
Oh, Benny boy.
What you been watching?
My hopes and dreams crash and burn.
Oh, we do that every day.
Yeah.
We're in our 30s.
Yeah. Man, not much. I've been busy. The Bear came back on.
I haven't
It's a
seen
Hulu show.
Yeah.
It's
about chefs, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the first season. There's one episode that I think is one shot, the whole episode.
Yeah, I've read articles about that.
It's a good show. It's not perfect. It is stress inducing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's really good. It's different. So that came back out today. So I'm gonna be watching that. Other than that, I mean, like random stuff. Righteous Gemstones is back, so I'll be catching up on that. Not like this is not what I've been watching, but I bought a new bicycle.
Oh yeah,
Bought an e-bike, and
How do you like it?
is wild, man. I didn't get pulled over yesterday or 2 days ago, but I stopped at a stop sign and a cop pulled beside me, and there's a guy in the driver and the passenger, and he's like, "Hey, you know how fast you're going?" I was like, "Yeah, I sure do." And he was like, "Speed limit's 25. You're going 37." Sure was.
They didn't give you a ticket or nothing?
No, they were good sports, and like he gave me the weirdest line ever. He said, "Pull your shorts up," and I said,
All right.
"Do you what?" And he was like, he pointed at my leg, and he goes, "Yeah, you don't have massive muscles. How are you going that fast?" And I was like,
that's
yeah.
all right, officer. That's a little bit sexual harassment. All right.
yeah. Which like, after I talked to the guy for a minute more, I realized like, oh, you're just a goofball. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
But it's like, pull my shorts down. What?
Like,
But he said up.
I hope he doesn't say that to women. Just
Nah,
you
he
pray to
says,
God that
drop them
cop.
panties, girl.
Well, he's a cop in Clemson, and there's college girls around there. It's like, please don't say that to them.
There's no college girls now, man. It's just me. Just me, the other losers that live around here, and all the overseas students that
Summer
don't go
school
home.
people. Yeah.
No, I didn't get a ticket because they were just. It was kind of funny. They were university policemen too. They weren't.
Oh,
cop
yeah.
City.
So they're not real.
And he was like, "What are the laws for those?"
I don't know.
And I'm like, "I'm about to get a ticket if I tell you because I'm breaking 3." So
That's your job, isn't it?
yeah. Well, he was like, "We're just so new to this." They just did put some rules for the city, but
Yeah.
yeah. So I've been doing that, but it's been raining. I got it. It's rained 10 days straight.
Oh yeah, it's done nothing but rain this week.
That sucks.
It's probably about to start raining again here shortly.
I think it just stopped. It picked up heavy during the podcast. I thought the garage door opened up, but it was
Yes,
the rain
yesterday I had
slamming.
thunderstorm when I got home from work. I think there's like a tropical storm or a hurricane off the coast or something.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the joke I was gonna make earlier, I'm not gonna make it, but I've been watching that daggone submarine.
How does how do you lose a submarine?
I think James Cameron did it.
It's like his company or like
Is it?
expedition or something. He's involved somehow.
Yeah, he killed it. He's got gold at the Titanic and doesn't want anybody else to get it now. Avatar 3, finding the Titanic again.
Which have you seen that trailer for the new Avatar game?
No.
Looks fun.
I have to look it up. I hate Avatar. I don't know what it is. I just can't get into it.
Did you see the new one?
Mm-mm.
Ooh.
I will, just for the effects.
I will never doubt James Cameron ever again after that movie. Because I was like, who cares about Avatar after 14 years?
Yeah.
And then he makes $2 billion. And so I saw it and I was like, man, I get it.
Yeah, that's another one of like it's like 3 hours long, right?
I was like, what? Yeah, it's 3 hours.
Yeah.
I was like, what difference does it make if you have motion capture underwater? And then I saw the movie, and I was like, oh, I understand why you waited till motion capture could be used underwater. Because wow.
Yeah, that's such a weird. That's just wild.
It is.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah, that's it, man. It's been nothing. It's the doggy days of summer, man. You know, we're here. We're burning. We're
We're
sweating.
in South Carolina. It's hot.
It's wet.
It's humid. I worked out yesterday morning, and it was I was in my friend's garage. It was 70 degrees at 6 o'clock in the morning, and just sticky.
I was building that bicycle, and it stopped raining, and the sun came out. It was humid. I think it was like 78. I legit walked outside for 5 minutes and was just dripping with sweat. It's like, man, we're stupid. South Carolina is not a place to live. You should go to Montana, where
It's
I
too
was,
sticky.
where it felt good. But
All right, that's it for this week. Next week we're doing Kung Fury.
little Kung Fuhrer.
Kung Fury. It's like only 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's a short one, man. It's good though.
Yeah.
It is what it is. That's all. I love it. And it's insane. So,
Okay. Don't oversell it.
I'll be quiet.
Okay. If you have a suggestion for a movie we should talk about, you can send that to secondtakemoviespod@gmail.com. You can follow us on Instagram at Second Take Movies. You can subscribe to the YouTube, leave comments, share that around, leave reviews wherever on the different podcast apps. For some reason, everything does a lot better on YouTube than it does on the audio platforms. I don't know why.
It's because we look great.
Yeah, so we're gonna keep doing the YouTube. I'm gonna keep editing the videos and putting them on YouTube and
I'm gonna take my shirt off next week.
throwing them all on
views.
the different podcast apps still. So
I'm
audio
gonna
or
do next
visual.
week's podcast in an elevator with my
Please
balls
don't.
out.
All right.
Yep, too far. Found the line and I pushed it.
Next week is Kung Fury. We'll see you then. Goodbye.